Hey, brothers and sisters, kings and queens, soldiers and warriors, chosen ones. This is your sister Fire, and today I want to talk to you all about how um, everyone is not going to apologize to you and ask you, for your forgiveness after they have wronged you, my brothers and sisters. However, it is imperative and very necessary for us to still forgive those individuals and move on. Okay? I'm going to say that again. Everyone who has wronged you will not come and apologize to you and ask you for your forgiveness, as the scriptures say. However, it is imperative and very necessary that you still forgive those individuals and move on. Okay? And I'm going to tell you why, if you don't already know, of course, my brothers and sisters. Okay? So first off, I want to say that, if someone has, wronged you, crossed you, they should, apologize to you, ask for your forgiveness. That's what it states in scripture. Okay. But as I was stating before, a lot of people will not do that. Okay. And I'm going to tell you a little bit why a lot of people won't do that. A lot of people, after they have wronged you, okay, they may feel shame and guilt because of it. Okay. And instead of them, coming to you and apologizing like they should do, their ego will not allow them to come and apologize to you. Okay? Because they feel so shamed and guilty, but they don't want to own up to that shame and that guilt. Okay. And so, especially if they don't want others to know about it. Okay. If they don't want to look like they were wrong in the eyes of others, their ego will not allow them to apologize to you. Okay. And see, that's one of the reasons, and that's one of the main reasons why individuals won't come and give you that apology that you deserve. But you have to be okay with that, my brothers and sisters. Okay, you have to forgive that individual and move on with your life, because see, the Father tells us that if we don't forgive others, then we can't be forgiven. Okay? How do we expect for the Father to forgive us if we can't even forgive our own brother or sister, okay, who has crossed us or betrayed us or wronged us? Okay? So that's one. Okay? But in the forgiving helps you to move on. The forgiveness frees you, my brothers and sisters. It takes away the bitterness, okay? The anger, maybe the resentment as well, you see? So that's why it's very imperative that we forgive, because the forgiveness releases us. Okay? We are now not bound to hate and anger and resentment towards an individual because of what they have done to us. And so once you forgive, you are now free. Okay? And, like I said before, you're also not, being in a wrong standing with God, holding something against your own brother, but expecting the Lord to forgive you, or holding something against your own sister, but yet expecting the Lord to forgive you. Okay? And so once you forgive, and not always, is it easy for us to forget, my brothers and sisters. However, like I said, it's very imperative and necessary that we forgive. Okay? And once you forgive, you are now able to move on without a guilty conscience. See, those who wrong us and who don't apologize like they are supposed to and ask for forgiveness like they are supposed to, they have a guilty conscience, at least most of them, unless they have been turned over to a reprobate mind. Now, those who have a reprobate mind, they usually don't, feel that they're wrong about anything, and so their conscience does not usually bother them. But those who still have a conscience, a lot of times, like I said, that will give them a guilty conscience, whether they tell you or not. And most of the time, they're not going to let you know that they feel this way. However, they do. Okay. And so now they are bound up, walking around with guilt and shame for what they have done to you, knowing that they did not write that thing. Okay. And therefore that takes away a person's peace. That takes away an individual's peace when they are bound up and they know they did not do something right. They know that they did not do the right thing by another individual. Okay. So, my brothers and sisters, just pray for those individuals and ask, the Lord to, help you forgive them. Because I know a lot of times it is not easy to forgive, but it's necessary to forgive. Okay. And so go ahead and forgive those individuals so you can release yourself. Okay. And move on with your life, because at that point, you don't have to worry about looking over your shoulder, because you don't have a guilty conscience, because you have not wronged anyone. And if you have wronged someone, hopefully you have apologized to that person, asked that person to forgive you, for your wrongdoing. But like I said, that person will be walking around with guilt and shame because of what they have done to you. And so, I just wanted to remind you all, if you didn't already know, that everyone is not going to come back with that apology. But you have to be okay with that. Release them folk and move on with your life. Because God is going to continue to bless you because you have done the right thing. Just like they may feel it's hard to come back and apologize to you and ask for your forgiveness, it's also hard for those of us who are wronged to forgive sometimes. Because some of the offenses that are done against us are very, sometimes, horrible offenses. But we woman up and manned up and did the right thing and forgave that person. So see, it's also a two-way street. So with that being said, my brothers and sisters, I love you all. Release them folk. Don't worry about it, because you are still going to be blessed. And with that being said, this is your sister Fire. Until next time.